Right, YouTube, it's Wow Sly. I'm in the shack and playing with some solar stuff. Looks like that on the wall's going. I've just took the big battery out of it. It's got the little 3.75 amp hour battery in there, just to give it a bit of a charge, as it hasn't been used for a while. Right, and what we're doing now, right, okay. I like that. That's been great. It done its job, but again, I said I want it on sliders so I can, slide it off the wall and take it in the house if need be. And truth behold, it's just all them components, are taking up. They're too spread apart. It takes up too much room. It's too big. It was convenient being able to take it in the house the other week for the power cut, but it could have been more convenient. So the idea is keep working on what you're doing until you get it right. The first solar thing I'd done was like on a shelf. It was moving around. It was alright. But everything was loose and moving. Then I shoved it on the wall, and it was good, better, but not as good as it could have been. So I'm going to just going to take the charge controller for the minute. The rest of it stay in there. I've got my old shuttle PC case. If you can see this in the low light. It's an IDEQ PC from years ago. It's only a 3.6 gig processor, 2 gig of RAM. It was basically crap. So yeah, I ripped the insides out. They're in a box somewhere in case I need them. And yeah, I've got 3 cigarette lighter adapters in there, 12-volt sockets. Power in, main battery, and then power out for the charge control. So that one's obviously going to be regulated by the charge controller. If the voltage drops too low, system shuts off. But then I can still use that one, and drain the battery down if I want to. The good thing about the case is, well, firstly I've got to fabricate a new front to it. I managed to get a clean cut on that side, and then I kind of like messed that up, so I'll be sorting it out with the Dremel later. It's got like a little nick in it. This is a kickboard off plastic facial you'd use, I think, trim around the shower. Got a couple of strips of this new stuff, so cut it down to size and then peeled off the laminate protecting stuff. Yeah, bit I like about the case is obviously the PC case, the sides come off, so I've got half the wiring done already. I'm going to whack the battery in there now. The charge controller, I'm going to screw it to the back. I generally do like the charge controller on show, because I normally like to see it, but it takes up room. I don't actually need to see it. I'm just going to put in 2 voltmeters up here, LED ones. I did want the analog one in there because I thought the analog one would just look nice, but it doesn't sit that flush. It sticks out a little bit, so I'm going to go with the blue fairy light ones again. So I'm going to Dremel out a slot there and there, whacking a blue one there, a blue one there, and then maybe a main switch at the front or some kind. Yeah, not even on center. Oh, there we go. Not even watching what I'm doing. Haven't even got the light on my phone. Poor quality video today, but yeah, there's my new desktop PSU. It's going to be running off a 7 point something. Oh, the light is on my phone. It's just pants. Going to use that battery. 12 volt, 7.2 amp hour. Good little battery. It's a shame because the big 16 hour one I've got is about an inch bigger than this case, so the big battery doesn't fit. So I might keep the little one in there, put it in the little go box I've got with the double A's in it, because that's still going really well. That's only a 4 amp, 3.8 amp hour go box anyway, the one I took out on the wild camp the other week. Just that battery is like 10 times heavier than the 1.8 1.3 double A rechargeables. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm gonna get the guts put in here, Dremel that out, and we'll catch you soon. Right, I've just finished. I'll quickly show you the insides. Quite simple wiring, nothing major. 3 12-volt cigarette lighters, 1 wired directly to the battery, 1 wired to the load of the charge controller, and 1 for the solar panel. Voltmeter for the solar panel, voltmeter for the battery. On the rear, everything's all wired in a bad state, but it works. Switch to turn the whole unit on and off. And on the front, there we go. Again, power for the bank, what's in the bank, which is the middle one. The left one is for the load, and the right one is for power coming in, i.e. solar panel. And actually it's the other way around. That's the solar panel. Solar panel, voltmeter to see where the volts are coming in. That's the battery bank, that's the load, and that's how much power's in the battery bank. So yeah, that's it. Just going to drop the battery in there now, whack the sides on, and then turn it on, and you can see it working, because I haven't actually tested it yet. Right, very quick now, because my phone's about to go flat. This is the rear of the system. Turn the power on. Got a load, got 2 out of 3 bars of battery. Battery does need a bit of a charge. Turn it off. Turn it around. Getting no light on my phone, saving battery power. Plus now we get to see it light up. 12.1 for the 2 white sockets. Now we'll plug in the solar panel, although it's dark outside. Yeah, we've got no solar coming in at all. Just whacked it up there, plugged in the CV, get the handset in there. Got a text message on my phone now. Well, I've just plugged in temporary my little solar panel, because the big one on the roof, obviously it's dark. So there it is. I'm gonna hold it up to the light. .7 volts. I've got 3.7 volts coming off the light bulb in the shack. I'll do a proper video tomorrow, but this is it, just finished. Massive desktop PSU, solar powered PSU, 7 point something amp hours. More than enough to power the CB. And again, I can take that camping, run all the USB lights of it. I've got USB adapters. Yeah, recyclable stuff. That's what it's all about. Right, catch you all later, YouTube. Right, quickly before I go, I better mention the middle socket. The reason that's wired straight to the battery is, if need be, I can leave this system on, like trickle charge or a battery charger, by turning the system off at the back and then using that middle socket for input. I can charge it, or I can get another 7 amp hour battery and plug it into the middle one, which can be 14 amp hour, or I can unplug the battery from inside and plug in any battery to the middle socket. I'm sure there was another reason too, but I can't think of it. Yeah, I can plug in an external battery pack, I can charge it from the car, from that middle socket, I can charge it from the house, or I can use the trickle charger solar panel that I've got in that middle socket, because it's such low ampage. I think it's 0.03 amps, the trickle charger. Most of that power would be going in there and powering the blooming charge control unit. So if I was using my trickle charger, I'd just run it straight to the battery. But I've got a bigger panel on the roof for that one. So I've got my panel in there, my power out or power in if charging, like alternative charging, not solar. And then obviously the regulated power out, that one there is for the charge controller. So if the power drops too low, it will shut down, it will isolate that end one, which is great. So I can leave my like my handset plugged in there on charge, and if the system ever goes too flat, it will stop charging the handset. If that's plugged in the middle one, it would keep charging the handset and kill the battery in the system, if you follow me. Right, well that's it. It's in its home now, it's in its place. It's on top of the little filing cabinet for my QSL cards and my logbooks and all that. On top of it, it's my paraffin lamp, and then to the right of it's the radios. Well, it's all a bit of a mess today. I've been pulling everything apart, trashing the place, trying to get it all done. But yeah, done it.